I'm going to show you all the things. Hello, vintage neighbors. Welcome to the Vintage Girl Next Door. My name is Laci, and for today's video, I am very excited because I just recently got back from vacation. I went on a wonderful vacation to Hawaii, and while I was there, I picked up a few vintage souvenirs. So I thought it would be fun to share those with you in today's video. So I can't believe it's October. Oh my goodness. In Hawaii, I felt like it was summer. It did not feel like fall at all. And so now that I'm back here in town, I'm ready to get into the spooky season and all of those things, which I will post most of those over on my Instagram. So if you want to see my spooky content and my costume transformations, you're going to want to check out my Instagram. I will link it for you. But I do have some fun October content for YouTube as well coming your way, so you're gonna want to stick around for that. Didn't have a whole lot of time for thrifting while I was there, so this is not a thrift haul. It is just a vintage haul. I did hit some antique shops and some vintage clothing stores, and I'm excited to show you what I found, so let's get into it. First of all, I grabbed some postcards. In fact, my mom saw these and grabbed them for me because they were so cute and vintage looking. One by one, they are so cute. This one might be my favorite with the tiki bar. And this one showing the islands. I was able to visit 2 of the islands on this trip. First of all, we started our trip in Oahu and we stayed on Waikiki Beach. And then after 4 days, we flew over to Kauai and stayed there for 3 days. So I have some items from both places. Also, at the end of this video, I will put in a little slideshow of some vacation pictures so that you can see a little bit more of my trip. One of the days we were in Waikiki, we rented a car and we drove up on the hunt for vintage specifically, and we found a few amazing stores. One of my sweet friends popped into my DMs on Instagram and suggested some places to go and check out. And unfortunately, several of those places were closed, either because of the day of the week that it was or due to COVID, both and either. But we did find a few that were open. And this first store is a vintage clothing store. It's called Single Double, and I will link their Instagram. And they have a great selection of menswear in there. But I did find a little something for myself. I found this amazing vintage Hawaiian blouse. I believe it's 1960s. I think it might actually be like homemade. I'm not really sure. There's not a label in it, and it seems like it could be possibly homemade, but I love it. I love the style of it. I love the cut of it. I love these colors, and the print, of course, is just the quintessential Hawaiian coconut trees and the boats and the leaves, and yeah, I love it. I didn't have anything else like this in my closet, so I had to grab it. There's also kind of some tiki vibes on here too, which I love. And also, I gotta mention that the Single Double store was actually closed, but the owners were inside kind of sorting through some new vintage that they had got and saw us peeking in the windows, and they were so kind and let us in to shop. So thanks so much to Single Double. They were amazing. We had so much fun looking around, and they gave us some hot tips on other places to check out. So after that, we went to a place called Antique Alley, which was an awesome antique mall. Oh my goodness. It was a small space, but every possible surface plus some was loaded with vintage. Specifically, they had a really great glasses collection. So many wonderful frames, awesome sunglasses. Oh my goodness, I wanted all of them. There was some amazing green ones that reminded me of like a dragon or like lizard or something. They were so cool. unfortunately they were quite warped, probably from heat, and so I just wasn't sure if I could salvage them and get them bent back into a shape that would actually fit on my face. So did not grab those, but I did snag these ones. Look how pretty they are. Oh my goodness, I love the shape of them. I love the little diamantes, diamonds, whatever, rhinestones on each side. They're really pretty, like kind of like a pearly color. I can't wait. I'm gonna get my prescription put in the lenses. Look how cute they are. I couldn't go to Hawaii and not grab an awesome pair of vintage cat eye sunglasses, right? It was a necessity. Also at Antique Alley, I found the most amazing vintage 1950s bathing suit. It is new old stock. Oh my gosh, look how cute. It is like the cotton like bark cloth material. Tag still on with the price tag. It says Richards Waikiki, $22.98. Oh my gosh, you guys. I love it. I love these colors so much. I am going to have to alter it it's a little bit big, but I can move some buttons. I can totally make it work. You guys, it's so cute. I love it. I love it so much. Here is the label. It says Luahala, made in Hawaii, all cotton. The only thing that I think has been altered on this is I do believe that as the zipper was replaced, because this is a nylon plastic zipper, which I don't believe was around 50s, early 60s when this suit is from. But either way, they did a wonderful job. It looks great. Totally blends with the fabric of the suit as is. I could not be happier about this bathing suit. And like the sunglasses, when in Hawaii and you see a vintage 1950s bathing suit that was made in Hawaii, you must, right? After that, we made it to one more little antique store, and it was called Kailua Pickers. And it was also very small in there, but so much stuff. Oh my goodness. You guys, they had some amazing vintage 80s things there. They had all the strawberry shortcake mugs, which I really was tempted by. Oh, you know how I feel, but I did end up leaving those behind. They did grab a few things though. First of all, look. You know I have a thing for the 50s kitties, and yes, I had to. I have one very similar to her, but I've never seen one with these beautiful flowers on. So look how pretty she is. Oh, I love her. I love the flowers. I love her long eyelashes. She totally will fit in with the kitty collection. I love it. Also at the Pickers store, some Pyrex and the turquoise butter print, specifically mixing bowl. I was super excited when I saw this, and it was not a bad price. Granted, it was not a thrift store price, but I still felt like it was a fair price. I paid $20 for this bowl. Usually I like to thrift my Pyrex, as you know, and spend a lot less than that, but I didn't feel like that was excessive. It's in perfect condition, and it's the turquoise Amish butter print, which I am trying to collect and piece together, so had to grab it, and it made it home in one piece. Thank goodness. I packed it in my carry-on on the plane so that I could protect the Pyrex and the kitty figurine. Last up is not technically vintage, but it is Tiki, which is vintage inspired. Oh, look how cute he is. I love it. On Kauai, there is an amazing tiki bar. It's called Tiki Inniki. It has been around for a little while. It's not an original like 50s tiki bar, but it sure looks like one when you walk in. It's so cute. They have tiki wooden bar stools. They have a whole back wall covered in different tiki mugs, and the light fixtures are awesome. And they also have, of course, the pufferfish light. Have to have it in a tiki bar. And the drinks were amazing. Had to come home with my souvenir tiki mug to commemorate the trip. That's my little souvenir vintage haul from Hawaii. I hope that you enjoyed, and check the description of this video if you are interested in where I went specifically. I will make sure and list those locations in the description for you in case you are headed that way. You can check them out. Totally worth it. Thank you again so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. I so enjoy reading your comments and hearing from my vintage neighbors. And if you are new and you have not subscribed already, please do so. We would love to have you stick around our vintage neighborhood for more of our vintage fun. If you are interested in seeing some more of my vacation photos, stay tuned. I will put those here at the end of the video. You can check them out. And I hope that wherever you are in the world, you are feeling safe and feeling loved. And I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye.